And hey, everybody, welcome to That's Good Stuff, the show where we review pop culture's newest releases. And this week, that newest release was Alien Earth. So, this is from Noah Hawley. This is his baby. And he worked on such things as Fargo, Legion, Bones. So, he's a TV guy. And I think he really wanted to make the last movie, but it didn't work out with him. But he's been wanting to do Alien for a long time, so this is what we got: Alien Earth. It is a prequel to Alien somehow, even though
It was?
yeah,
2 years before.
two
The
I didn't notice
Aliens?
that.
Aliens?
Alien. Alien.
What?
Yeah,
That's
it is a
confusing.
prequel. Yeah, it's very confusing, and we are going to get even more confused as we talk about each episode. It stars a lot of people I don't know. Timothy Oliphant, I know he's in there.
What?
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 Timothy Oliphant?
Oh, Timothy Oliphant. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. For a second, I thought you mean Timothy Chalamet. For some, I don't know
He's the
why. I was just
alien.
like,
He's the
I was just
Meth-
like,
he's
what?
method
When did I
acting.
miss that?
And a lot of people I don't know: Sidney Chandler, Alex Lothar, Essie Davis, Samuel Blacken, Babuj. I don't know these people. Lots of people, and lots of metal music at the ends of each episode. But
New metal, to be specific.
yeah,
There
uh,
was one new. Oh no, they're progressive metal.
yeah, it's a mix. It's a
It's a
bit of mix.
hodgepodge.
This is over on FX and Hulu. It's like I said, a prequel. So episode 1 is called Neverland,
And
and
then they didn't play Metallica at the end of
I
that
know.
one.
what the heck? So yeah, this show has a thing about Peter Pan, and it lets you know it. So Neverland starts off with some backstory. So we get a research vessel. Yeah, how long did they say they've been in space? 65 years. 65 years in space. And they're collecting specimens. And, it looks very much like they tried to copy Alien, the whole room. Even some of the people look like the people in Alien. There's like 2 of them that really look like them. But they're having a chat. They're like, we're on this cruise. Some stupid idiot doesn't know what company he works for, even though they've been working for this company for 65 years.
There are 4 major companies. He didn't take his social studies. I don't know if you knew that.
So we get like a big old info dump about like how the world works and everything like that. And then they don't trust the synth guy for some because he's creepy. Let's be honest. He watches them
Staring at
sleep.
ladies in their underpants.
Yeah, he's a creepy guy. And there's also a cyborg. He's got like a super cyborg arm that can do go gadget stuff.
And Wolverine.
And Wolverine. And then they're about to go into their Cairo sleep. I can't even talk. They're about to go nap for a long time. And the ship, there's like, I don't know. We get these weird cuts with people like getting chased by aliens and stuff like that, and it's very weird how they set this up. But the cyborg guy, like, he's mysterious and he's got ulterior motives. He's working Wayland Yutani, I guess. And so the ship, it flies back to Earth, and they're like, you got to get this specimen back to Earth. So they fly it back to Earth. The alien escapes. Through the little shots we saw, it did the whole chest bursting thing, and it could escape, and it's chasing this girl who's a very bad actor, and she's like, let me in.
Going straight for actors right off the bat.
I know.
This show doesn't do itself any favors in that realm. Because it's like,
No.
I'm like, there are certain points where people should be reacting certain ways that I'm just like, what is your direction here? Do you realize what scene you're in here? This is not the let's have coffee and talk about what's happening. This is like something's happening. React to it. But they're just like, Oh yeah, and this is happening. Oh, it's on. I'm gonna die. Okay,
Yeah,
it's bizarre.
this-
It's very bizarre.
Okay, as someone who is immensely like scared of bugs, right? This
Bugs.
happened in the first episode. There is a scene where there is a massive bug, like that long, crawling on somebody's like the neck, like and down the back of his shirt. I'm like, no. The moment it would come like in a whisper, like close of my neck, I'd be like, oh no. But no, he
Like-
no reaction, nothing. He's just like, oh, you know, and then it doesn't do anything until he's handcuffed
for,
on
like,
the
a long
ground.
time.
and then, like, oh, there's something on me. I'm just like,
I feel like that has to be like really bad direction because they wanted to get the close-up creepy moves. It's like you need to cut away, have him wiggle a bit so you don't have to deal with CGI, then move back or something, or just have him wiggle when it's in his shirt. But it's like they're like, don't move because the thing's gonna be around your face. We got to make sure it doesn't crop or cut or anything. I don't know. It's very strange. Very
Well,
strange.
this lady in the beginning, when she turns around to look at the xenomorph, it's not like fear. She just looks
Yeah.
like she's curious.
Just like,
It's like,
oh,
ooh.
I'm
kitty
sorry, I
cat.
can't get over the way that the xenomorph like entered the scene, just like,
He moonwalks. The xenomorph can moonwalk.
oh, then I'm
Uh,
sorry, he goes like this, and then like,
We're gonna talk about the xenomorph because he's crazy, or she.
is it a,
But yeah,
is-
like
does
Thomas
it
said-
have a gender?
Aren't they girls?
I think they're like
Oh.
ants because they have a queen,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
and
Well,
most ants
um,
are female unless they need males. So
yeah.
I don't
think
know. I don't know how they work. They're alien.
And they're always calling her like, "Get your hands off!"
Well, that's specifically the queen, but I don't know. They've messed with
not in
so much.
Romulus. It was a weird
Oh, I know. I'm
thing.
saying they mess with the canon of this thing so much. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, so like I was saying, the cyber guy flies them back to Earth urgently. They like hit the space station that's orbiting Earth.
Just
You
barely. It's like
think-
you couldn't have stopped that from happening.
They scrape.
Yeah, where's the orbital defenses? Like, well, I mean, I guess if anything can crash into Earth, and
It's like there's no
20
warning anywhere, no alarms. Like they would have
Don't
sent
they have like a
something,
flight
some
plan
radar
or something? They gotta like.
well, it took out like their space, like their gate, whatever, in orbit first. So I'm just like, oh, I guess it's just headed there now. It's not like it doesn't take days to get from the moon to Earth. So
Like Star Wars, whenever they go on the Coruscant, they gotta call like a bunch of people
Mhm.
and be like, "Hey, we're coming in." But not these guys. They just sneak back into Earth and it flies and it hits a city, which is like, ooh, aliens in the city. It's like Indonesia or something. It doesn't look
It's-
like a familiar.
It's the
city.
Home Alone sequel, Alien in New York.
Yeah.
well, the
Um,
most unbelievable thing was this kid. I don't know his name. Is it Hermit? Is that his name?
The kid.
The
Her
the brother. Yeah. Yeah. The fact that
Uh.
he's in the military, I'm just like, dude,
Uh.
you might want to put on about 50 or 60
He's just
pounds
a
before.
medic.
It don't matter.
He's all right.
Medics carry people.
Yeah, he got it. I
They
believe him.
all kind of.
It's the future. They just have floaters. He pushes a little button, goes.
Remember Aliens, where everyone's like buff and like look like army dudes? No one looks like that in this. show.
Also, apparently, everybody smokes cigars after Apone in Aliens 2 or Aliens. Sorry, like
All right. So we get our other kind of
I don't know.
storyline. Like Tommy said, there's other companies on Earth, and one of them is Prodigy, and it's run by the boy genius, they call him, who, you know, he's
It's
not
a bit on the
but-
nose.
not Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, not an
Definitely not Mark Zuckerberg.
He runs Prodigy, and they're kind of like they're doing these experiments where they want to put human consciousness into synths, and they call them like hybrids. I think they call them because they're not synth anymore, and they're not cyborg. And what was the other thing they have? I don't remember.
Synth, excuse me, synth, cyborg, and then hybrid. I think it's
Okay.
the three. Because like
got
the
three.
last is three is hybrid, something like that.
Yeah, and
The
I'm-
text was kind of hard to read in the beginning. I don't know why. It hurt my eyes.
Are they trying to like tie this into the Blade Runner universe too? But we get a lot of that. So
I don't know.
Prodigy's doing this experiment where they want to put human consciousness into a synth, and what they do is they get children, like terminally ill children, because their mind can take it. Adults, they say their minds can't take it or whatever.
So their minds are too stiff. I'm like,
Yeah.
don't know what that
Need that
means.
doughy mind.
Yeah.
They need
I need that. I need that smooth brain.
They need some impressionable minds. So they get minds. Or they get this girl. Her name is not Wendy yet. She changes her name.
Was it
Her name
Marcy?
is Marcy. Yeah.
Marcy.
Yeah. So her name is Marcy, and they're like, "Hey, you want to go?" And she hangs out with Timothy Oliphant a lot, and because he's a synth, right? So
I don't know if he's a synth or if he's a hybrid. They haven't really clarified that.
well, because they say she's the first hybrid, right?
Well, she's first the children. I don't know because synths are like Wayland Yutani. They're the ones that make those synths. So I don't know.
He's something's up with Timothy.
He's definitely because he's like fear is for animals. We are not
Yeah.
animals. So he's definitely not human anymore. He's something else.
and they're like watching. What are they watching? Like a spider or something? He's like, "Hey, you want to?"
Scorpion.
Oh, scorpion. Hey, you want to? Let that scorpion live? And she's like, "Yeah, no."
That's the wrong answer, but whatever.
So they get this girl, and
She
they're
finally
like,
decides not to kill it because he's like, because she walks off and he's like, should I? And she's like, no. And he's like, he doesn't really respond. He's
It's
just
like,
like,
wrong
Timothy-
answer. Yeah.
Timothy talk.
Wrong answer.
He talks very like,
he answers
know.
with his teeth,
yeah.
his veneer teeth.
He's like that Travago guy. Michael knows who I'm
I
talking
know
about.
exactly. You didn't check Drago? Just like it's so alarming.
He's a very scary man. So they do it. They succeed in putting her consciousness into this new synth, and she's like, "I want to be Wendy, because Peter Pan, man, we can't get over Peter Pan in this show."
Can you
they-
tell that we have the licensing from
Yeah.
Disney?
Disney owns us.
Even during the operation, they play Peter Pan up on the screen for her.
It's like I'm going through the worst pain of my life. There's like, you can fly, you can fly.
So they succeed, and she's now an adult. Well, she's a child in an adult body, because she's like, boobies, what are boobies? And they're like, they have to explain that to her, and they have to explain all this stuff to this child because she's an adult now.
This
and,
is where the cringe really starts to happen because there's that part where she's on the cliff side and then she falls down and then she looks straight at the lady. She's like, let's run. And then they run. And I was like, wow.
What an overly have it be like a 2-story building. No, it has to be 150-foot high cliff face onto a beach. Like you could make it a little more believable. You don't have to have this ridiculous superhero moment. It was so excessive.
I don't think her knees even bend when she lands. I think she just
it's just like
the physical toughness of the hybrids is like in flux because
what it needs it to be.
I can't tell I can't tell how strong they are because spoiler alert for 2 episodes, she gets taken out with just a little bonk to the head. I'm just like, are you?
I know. You would think she would be torn up from a alien.
Yes.
But it's just like a little hole.
That's her child's soft spot. It can't be fixed.
It wasn't even the alien. It was the scorpion. It came out. Got it right in the back of it.
I knew it. I knew it.
Revenge.
It's like that old tale. It's like you can't change the scorpion's or nature. It got her in the end. So
those things are so
keep
creepy.
me cage, will you? So yeah, and then they have the Lost Boys, which is they call these other kids that they're gonna turn into adults too, and they look up to Wendy because she did it first. So they're like, "Oh, should I really do this?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's gonna be awesome."
Mm.
And they're like, "Whoa, can we like be strong and stuff like that?"
There's that part on the operating table. He's like, I need to move. I need to get right there. Go around. I'm just like, there is no other.
Oh,
You can't go anywhere else. He can't reach across the table.
It's like he is providing the service to keep the child alive. You don't want him to have to go around.
Well, also there's that scene where she's like, "I want to go. When do we go home?" And then she goes, "We don't go home."
We don't.
Which
So-
all the kids like readily accepted, by the way. They're like,
They're like, oh,
cool.
okay,
Yeah, except for that one little girl, but we'll get to her.
we'll get to her.
We'll get to her. So they got the Lost Boys
Frickin'
now.
Ginger.
The ship, meanwhile, lands. His name is Joe Hernet or something. He was playing basketball and they like saw the ship and he's like, ooh. And so the ship crashes and then they need all the ambulance.
Did they need people? Because like he's like, I'm a medic, and then he's literally running by every person that's dying.
No.
Well,
Like literally, he saw somebody like get crushed by rubble. He's like, no, gotta keep running, gotta save those
spoilers
people.
for his medical expertise. But at one point where he meets up with the sister, he's like, "Oh, I'm a medic," and then he sprays some Neosporin on her, and he's like, "I don't see a cut. You're fine." And I was like, "Okay, wow."
Yeah, so yeah, like Thomas said, the rescue team goes to the ship. There's like some soldiers, and the medic guy's like giving orders to people. He's like running through the ship, fixing people. The ship like landed in a building, so they go like throughout.
He's
the
applying
building.
band-aids to people.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, kitty for you.
I was
Hello,
like,
kitty
why
for
are you doing inventory right now? What are you doing,
There
man?
was, I think he's trying to triage people, but they do not explain it whatsoever. But there was a cool, like, to the show's credit, I did like the thing where you see the ship like crash into the building, the engines are still firing.
Yeah,
Like that's kind of a cool detail.
the
Because like
visuals are
nobody
very
turned them
nice in this
off.
show.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, production looks great, but that I did like that little
Some of
added
that
on.
Alien, I don't really.
Yeah.
like
They
Alien.
just show
Yeah.
too much of it as a problem. It's like, let's just
I
light the
guess-
whole thing. Like,
Yeah, show
we don't
too
need
much.
that.
That's the
We know
We're
problem.
Probably
used
like
to
keeping the shadow.
seeing it. We're used to seeing in the dark mostly. They're always in the dark, and this one's like in the bright
yeah,
light. All
this
the
one's
time.
like, where's my close up? Chill.
So like the soldiers go in, and eventually two of these soldiers they go into the lab where they have all these specimens, and like Thomas said, there's a little worm thing.
Worm
bug.
slash spider thing.
Just want the
Kill it with
keys.
fire. I don't care.
And then the cyborg survived. He was like in this little pod and he survived and he gets out and he's like, oh, he's got to go get the alien because the company wants the alien. So that's his mission. So he's looking for it. And then he sees these two soldiers guys and he like ties them up and they get, eaten by that bug thing. It like sucks their blood or
I
something.
don't really understand why he tied them up. They never.
Speaking of that guy saying that's the mission, in the beginning, he's like talking to that one crew member. He's like, "Do I have to put you in your room and put you in timeout?" 'Cause he's like, "That's not the mission. We want to live." He's like, "I'll put you in timeout."
Oh, and
Because okay, that the tying up the soldiers bugs me. Bugs me. Because he like stuns one soldier, like the brother later on. Why didn't he just stun those guys or just straight up kill them? Like,
Because we had
Yeah.
to see the mosquito alien thing.
yeah, man. It's
Cinematic.
data.
They had to
We
go.
need data.
this is just the first
the-
episode.
Yeah, the first episode ends with Wendy saying, "Hey, I want to go save my brother."
Bro needs help.
Yeah,
Because she's able to hack into like everything.
She's
now
been
she's
watching
now she's a
him.
supercomputer.
Yeah.
I know. Which is why does she have these powers?
Also, if you're watching your older or your brother, she's like, I saw you do this. I saw you do this. I'm like, I bet you saw some other things too.
I saw you
'Cause-
the other night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she got weird powers. She could hack, and she also has like this sense with the alien. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
For some
Yeah.
odd reason, they're all connected to the network or something because all of them can like
Hear
just
each
hack
other.
from
Yeah.
a mile away or whatever.
And then I don't. Do you guys remember the song that ended the first episode? I
Don't.
Black Sabbath.
What is that?
That sounds right.
Yeah, the Dio era of Black Sabbath.
Dio. And then we get to episode 2, which is Mr. October. So remember the Mark Zuckerberg guy? His name was Boy Cavalier. That's his name.
That's his name.
That's his name.
Not guy, boy.
Cavalier. So Peter Pan, because Peter Pan was always a boy and would not grow up. So this is like him. And Cavalier's kind of like a pirate, I guess.
My God.
It all ties together.
Yeah, I'm about to say the complexity and like just it fits so well.
So they're not calling him a boy genius. They're calling him by his first name and then a genius.
Exactly. It's layered.
You work for Progeny? Yes, I work for the Progeny. Yes. It's like, oh my God.
This
You know,
genius.
boy, I know, boy.
This genius is very stupid because, like, they say these child synths that he's allowed to go are like the most valuable thing to the company, worth billions of dollars. And he's like, yeah, let him go. I mean, maybe
Also-
hold a few back. Like, there's a lot of them.
They're also like pretty sure that there are like hostile like things aboard. It's like, guess what? We're gonna send. Not only are we sending the most expensive pieces of hardware that have ever existed, but they're children.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're super
Obviously-
children.
Children.
Maybe
They
hold
have-
one little girl back or something.
They have infinite possibilities, guys. They couldn't lose.
Jumping off crazy cliffs.
You're right.
controlling all
Wendy-
technology.
Wendy is armed with a what do you call it?
The paper cutter. thing.
Paper cut. I forgot what they're called.
What are they called?
I don't know. Like paper
I don't know
slicer
what
that
you're
you
talking
use to
about.
cut like
Yeah,
you know
when you're-
like the board thing when you want like paper to be a specific size. It goes
Yeah, you probably use it, Michael, right? Paper.
like in school. Come on, man.
Did you
We
own
have
one?
one at work.
Yeah, I have one at work. But I forgot what they're called.
Did you should
I
know
don't know
what they're
what they're
called.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But ours has like a guard. So
Yeah,
you don't
that's just a straight up katana attached to a piece of wood, and then it like she like puts it on her back like a video game. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
it's magnetic.
magnetizes. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
I
just
was like, how did they do that?
Master Chief or like a Mass Effect person or something going out there.
Yeah,
Man, I miss Mass Effect.
Oh,
I hope these people don't get it.
God.
I'm worried about.
oh
the
no,
show. Yeah.
is that a thing?
No, I don't think so.
I think-
But
God,
anyone who gets it, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
scared. So anyway,
They're just either called paper trimmers or guillotines.
yeah, I think they call it guillotines, right? We have a guillotine at work. Okay, so we learned that the boy Cavalier he wants to make someone smarter than. He can't have a great conversation with anyone because he's smarter than everyone. So even though he's incredibly stupid, he's just too smart for everyone.
Which is the
Um,
most unappealing thing you can make a one of your characters. It's like
I know.
well, it's like that whole like thing about writing. It's just like, you know, how do you make a character sound dumb? It's let them say like, I'm
let them
smart.
say how smart
It's
they
like-
are. Yeah. It's-
I hate when characters say how smart they are. He gets a call from Wayland Utani. We kind of meet the person in charge now. Used to be her grandma, right? And now she's in charge.
We've
And
never
Is
really met Utani. We've
I
met
know.
Wayland. We have never met Utani.
True, we have met Wayland, but now we know Utani, Japanese lady. And she's like, "Hey, whoa, that's our ship. Please do not touch anything in there." And he's like, "Whoa, the ship landed on our land, so we get to touch whatever we want." And then they're like, "Call our lawyers." And they're like, "Okay." So the brother, he meets up with the alien. No, he's with these guys, right? And they got to jump this chasm because there's like a hole in the building. So he keeps hearing stuff, right? And then he's got this gun and he looks up to the ceiling and there's like this pitch black hole. And then we see the alien go and he doesn't even shoot it or anything. He's just like, oh shoot. And then he like jumps and the alien like jumps with
He's like,
him.
"Hug me!"
Yeah.
I'll save you.
That's true though. If the alien hadn't jumped with him, that he would have been dead.
Probably, yeah. The alien,
a
this
hero.
alien, most alien on the franchise, once you see them, you're kind of dead because they like attack right away. This one like likes to play a little. It
Mhm.
likes to sneak around.
Except
I've
when
been
it does.
lonely.
Except when it doesn't, and then again, like it's like the
Unless you're
cyborgs.
a main character.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Unless like it's like the cyborg's like toughness. It's like there's no consistency with the alien's deadliness because one moment it's tossing somebody, and then the next moment it's slicing them in half.
Yeah.
Just like why?
So the brother ends up running to these apartments, and for some reason there's these dandy Frenchmen or something.
I forgot about that.
Oh, I forgot about that too. Yeah.
We're having
Yeah.
a party. It's like
Yeah. And he's
well-
like, dude, you gotta evacuate. And he's like, if the prodigy wanted us to evacuate, the boy genius would have came and got us. So meanwhile, the alien's like playing on the sculpture over here. It's like pretending to be a part of it. What is it, Batman or something? What the heck is going on with this alien?
it's like
So-
let that be like a what do you call it? An Easter egg or whatever. It's like that's actually an H.R. Giger sculpture that it's hiding on.
So it like gets down, and I don't remember why it bypasses the brother, but it like runs into the room with all the people having a party.
Because
It
the
gets
other-
a powdered wig and it's like, oh, hello.
That would have been
'Cause
great.
Give me a
the
crumpet.
marine he was with like turned around and it played like whack-a-mole with his face, and then it like threw the body onto the brother, so it was covering the brother, and then he ran
no.
in. Because I was just like, how did he survive that? And then I'm like, oh, okay.
So he runs in there, and there's all this screaming. Ah! And the brother, the medic, he decides he's gonna walk in there and see what happens. And we get like this gruesome scene of like all of these people chopped up. Some are still in chairs, like they didn't get up to look away or something. But
I
there's like
say, an alien. Oh,
How rude.
there's gore everywhere. This one guy's like crawling without like half a body, which I don't think would.
I will say
work.
that was cool. I just wish they would stay consistent with the alien. Like that was a cool scene, but then he's just like, "Oh, I get to play with you."
And then
Maybe got dandified by those people. Who knew?
the cyborg guy comes to the rescue, and he's got this laser gun or this electric gun taser thing that actually works on the alien. And his alien
Look
like
at
freezes
that.
up.
That gun was kind of cool. Though. It was like,
He like freezes the alien up, and he falls down, and the cyborg guy like puts it in a net, like sprays a net over it, and so because he's gonna drag it away. But then they start talking.
he tries to go to the elevator, then he gets stopped by some Marines.
Yeah, a bunch of Marines, and he's like, "Oh, don't shoot or anything." He pretends to play innocent, but then the alien's like waking up in there, like getting out, and it finally does get out. It for some reason it doesn't care about the cyborg.
I think
It's weird.
I think what like they're trying to get is that the alien won't go for a what do you call it, a synthetic unless it like proves it's hostile, because they have that later on with the boy freaking genius putting his face in the egg, but like they make that point where they're not like initially interested in the cybernetics because or the synthetics or whatever, because
But
they
he's
just
not synth. He's
I know,
cyborg.
but I'm saying like he's
And
obviously
he is
different.
constantly sweating.
Yeah.
The man
He's a
sweats. That's
leaky
how-
boy.
No, that guy doesn't care, but he's like sweating all over the place.
The alien is not a predator, Jill, so he doesn't care about heat.
I know what the heck. He's like playing by Predator rules or something. because he like won't attack innocents or something. So the Predator gets out with these Marines, and it just like man, and just like it's like
Oh,
a Tasmanian devil or spinning around.
The what got out, Joseph?
The alien.
There you go.
You
What
froze.
did I say?
You said Predator.
Oh, Jared sidetracked me with his Predator.
I was like, wait, hold up. What happened?
I wouldn't doubt it. Just give it a few more episodes.
Yeah.
That's
So
that's the season finale.
So the alien like tears everyone up, everyone's heads and arms and stuff.
You see the tail go like this in the background.
And he runs away. And so the guy, what happens next? When did they meet the girl again?
The girl
The kids
and-
arrive, it says.
Yes,
And
but
they look at that plant thing, and they look at
Well-
that eyeball thing, and they're like, ugh.
yeah, because the Lost Boys arrive in the science department. Wendy and the other guy go try to find the brother. They
Right, yeah.
find the brother, and then Timothy Oliphant's like, hey, go check out these eggs. And then they all three go there.
Yeah.
I think.
And so the brother and her meet, and he's like, man, Reggie Jackson was my favorite player. That's why the Spaceball's here. That's why the episode called Mr. October. And then the girl's like, oh, the kid with the girl, he's like, oh, that's your brother. And she's like, no, that's a secret, dummy. And
Oh yeah.
she gets all
It's
upset like that.
Secret.
So yeah, he finds out, and
And that's when
let's
she
talk-
says, I've watched you every second of the day.
I watch you while you sleep.
every breath you take, I've been watching you.
Then they pass by like Sting's bass guitar. So
It says the three encounter several eggs, and Kirsch tells them to wait there for the hazmat team. And it ends with the brother being dragged away by the xenomorph. It just yanks him, I guess,
Yoink.
and chases after. So, and,
And
then,
then
what's the song?
Stink Fist by
Okay.
Tool. Else was like, why is Tool playing?
And then we get to episode 3, which is
not a
Metamorphosis.
very on theme song.
No, I would go with like Stink Fist or not Stink Fist, Undertow or sorry, Swamp Song or The Pot. I would go with one of those. Like say, who are you to wave your finger? That's what
And
wants to the Tool.
Episode 3, Metamorphosis. So it says Nibs questions Curly about why the hybrids are all named after Peter Pan characters. And
I
why
don't know. We're
Marsh-
on theme, I guess.
because the writers demanded.
A man had an idea and he's stuck with it.
And why does Marcy get to be Wendy? She's like jealous, right? Cavalier orders the specimens to be brought to Neverland for study, despite Kirsch's objections. I'm just reading this because I don't remember episode 3 that much. Morrow finds Shmi and Slightly guarding the xenomorph egg. Oh yeah, so the cyborg comes in with those two kids, and he's like, "You're like children," and they're like, "I'm not like a children."
Hey, I liked this part though because you had this face off between Cyborg and Timothy Oliphant's character, and it was a really cool back and forth. And then you had like this one stupid's like, "Oh yeah, but we're like this," and he like Timothy Oliphant's character was like, "Shut up." And even I was just like, "Shut up!" This was a cool scene until you started speaking. Stupid kid.
And one of the kids like, everyone needs friends, and the cyborg's like, I don't think that's true. So he gets away. Why does he get away? Because the alien attacks, right? No, that's not right.
No, he just like bolts.
Yeah, he just gets away. He was threatening one of the kids, right?
But to like
And
the
he did
part
do
where-
that thing where he downloaded the stuff and,
Mm.
sweats even more all over the. He's gonna.
He's having a real trouble there.
electrocute him,
Some
so
of us sweat a little more than usual, Joseph.
Oh, what was that?
Jeez.
What was that part? Timothy Oliphant's character is like, all right, I'm sorry. What king of what country are you?
Yeah. It says, meanwhile, Wendy and Hermit fight the xenomorphs with a metal hook. So they're like in this cargo area.
Cargo container
Yeah.
thing.
The alien, they like run in one of the cargo units, right? And the alien looks at him and he's like, I'm gonna have some fun and I'm gonna go up on top and scare them.
Aliens like to drip on people.
Yeah, he was craving some drippings, I guess. So
Overactive glands.
he's on the roof and they hear it walking and Wendy like stabs it with the thing. But acid comes out and the boy's like,
Which the
Acid.
brother was like covered in like
Yeah.
acid, but he's
He's
like, oh no, I'll get my jacket off.
Take my
I'm just like-
overcoat off.
and then he like walks under it again. He doesn't like try to sidestep it or
And then he like gets the lather going, and he's just like,
like, this is good for the follicles.
He's just like,
So they see this like door thing, and Wendy's like, "Come on!" She got the alien with this hook, right?
come on, Barbie, let's go party.
and she's like, she's strong, so she's like
she's
carrying this
She can jump off a
alien.
cliff.
She's dragging this alien towards this door, and we're all like, "Oh, they're gonna close the door on it," but no, it like goes in there and they close it, but it gets like Wendy first, right? It like grabs her.
Like, woo.
Oh, it does
And the
that
door
little thing,
closes.
the mouth thing, but the door like closes on the mouth thing. So Wendy's trapped with the alien, and the kid's out there going, "No, get it!" And he's like trying to open it.
Well, you could hear like wah, wah, ah, ah, inside of it.
Finally gets the door open, and this kid don't care. He just runs into anywhere he finds. So he runs
I'm
in
the
there.
medic.
I can heal myself.
You just imagine this medic running in front of an.
I got it, guys.
You're supposed
I'll
to be
heal them
behind.
before they get hurt.
So he runs in there and he sees that Wendy has cut the head off the alien, and she is victorious. But like we said, she has like a tiny little hole in her head, and she
No.
falls down. So they collect everybody. They get the alien. They get
Oh,
all
also the
specimens.
brother was stabbed like through the freaking
No, like a
lung.
rib.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but by the alien.
So he has
Tail.
boobs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
true. Because
I'm not even gonna lie. I thought there was like synthetic blood coming out when he got stabbed. I was just like, whoa, hold on. But no, it was red. And I was like,
it was red.
Not
So they
whole
get
milk.
everything and they take it back to Neverland. And this one girl was really affected by that eyeball monster.
which is a cool monster.
It's
I'm
a
not
cool
gonna lie.
monster, yeah.
That is
Little
a
kitty
cool
cat.
monster.
The Thing
S-
universe is now related to Alien.
yeah, thing confirmed. And then she like decides to touch her eye for fun. and Stuff like that.
Don't stop it.
Meanwhile,
It's squishy.
that guy that can't keep secrets, he like gets a call from the engineer who
No,
escaped.
they're drawings. They're coloring.
Oh yeah, they are trying. And the bald guy comes in. And he's like, "What did you guys see?" And he's like, "Oh, a guy."
We can see through your eyes. He's like, I don't know if I like that.
Privacy, please.
Just now
And-
hitting puberty.
The sign it's gonna be pretty disgusting, but the cyborg guy is out in the city. We are reminded that he actually needs to eat because he eats something. And he calls Utani and he's like, "What do I do now?" And he's hiding out. People are looking for him. He gets to some weird S&M club and he calls up he like mind melds with the the kid and he's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And the kid's like, "What the? Get out of here. I don't want to talk to you." And he's like, "Do you want to be my friend?" And he's like, "Okay, I'll do it."
I got an ice cream van. You want some?
A wise
So
man
what-
once told me everyone needs friends, and he's like, "I'm the wise man, I
Oh
guess."
my god, I'm a genius. I'm a genius
I
boy.
did it.
I'm a real boy.
I'm not a boy, I'm a man. So Wendy, they're they're working on Wendy, getting her healthy. They're working on a brother, operating on him.
Take
They
out
get
his
the-
lung.
Yeah, they get this lung, and so they're like, "Hey, we got an extra lung. Why don't we put one of these tadpole baby things?" Because they face hugger, right? And I guess
What?
inside a face hugger is a tiny tadpole that you could pick out, and then they
Which,
put the
I mean, that makes sense because that's kind of what happens. But you forgot to mention the fact that while they're figuring this out, or before they're figuring this out, the boy genius, who's so smart, he's like, "What do you think of these eggs that are like very like non like suspicious?"
There's a lot to talk about this because he's like, if anything happens, vacuum it up, and then he immediately goes away from the vacuum. And then why are the eggs so big? Because usually the face hugger eggs decent size. They're not like
yeah.
table like.
Yeah. I
Gotta be a
don't
big
know.
baby.
I'm still reeling of the fact that he just went like, yeah, everything in here is pretty dangerous, right?
Yeah. Look
Just
right
like-
in this
even
egg.
like Timothy Oliphant's character is just like,
He's just like
He must be related to that guy in Prometheus that is like, oh hey, a new creature. Look,
Yeah.
touch it.
it's beautiful.
It's like kissing it on the mouth. Oh, it's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, so they got the eggs in that room, and only synths are allowed in there now because he almost got his face hugged. Like I said,
that should be a saying for these movies. Did you get your face hugged?
I got my face hugged, bro. So, like I said, they take this little tadpole out and they put in the lung. The lung looks huge, but I guess it was.
Yeah, that man is not very big, by the way.
Do you need to be awake for that surgery, or did they just not put enough?
I don't know, but it looked painful. So also,
Uh,
Wendy has some kind of psychic like
Yeah,
link to the
Yeah.
to the face hugger, I think.
Yeah,
which
because she wakes up and she's like, "Ah, my head." every
but
time.
then she walks into the lab, like right behind him, and just goes like falls. And the next shot we see is Timothy Oliphant's character walking away and putting the tadpole inside the lung. I'm just like, are you not going to address Wendy on the floor?
No one cared about Wendy.
No one
No.
cared when he, and then also when he tried the door was locked, and then she was just in the room. We
And
never
then she
saw
just
her
gets in
actually
there.
get-
I was so
like,
confused.
It took a while, okay?
this door.
Red means no in my universe.
I was like, oh, that's a smart security thing. Like, don't let anyone in during the operation hours. And she just goes in. I was like, well, I guess I saw it wrong. Red
And
means
then all of
go.
them are deaf. Apparently, they don't hear a door opening. They don't hear
That's what I was
walking up. It's
saying. Like, or Wendy
like,
falling on the
no.
floor.
Yeah,
Just-
so like
Yeah.
every time they cut the face hugger, she's like, "Oh my
Yeah.
head!" I don't understand this at all, so maybe we'll learn what that means. And then it ends with like a Metallica song. So that was episode 3. That was all 3 we watched, guys.
Every new Alien thing, you have to like put context for it or like try to make it canon because like what why was she psychically linked to the
don't
to the
know.
aliens?
I don't
she
know.
believed.
There's like
She
no
can-
reason.
She
for
can
it.
fly. She can fly. She can fly. Because apparently she's windy.
The aliens just got there, right?
Yeah, that's the
only
first
thing
one.
It probably put something in her head. It's gonna explain later with the hole, but it's like,
No, but because I think she was doing that before she even got hit in the head.
where is she?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know.
Yeah, when
she
they
kept-
got
she
to
kept-
the ship.
She kept like hearing like a little like click, 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 or like a sound.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, that way. So I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how they're going to explain that.
Don't
It makes no freaking sense. So we're all a little confused, I think, is the overall take we got by Alien Earth. Is anyone like super disappointed by this show, or were you expecting
No,
this?
I didn't have high hopes, so I don't think they've been dashed.
Dude,
I'm
after
just-
Covenant, you can't be disappointed.
Yeah, that's true. Like Romulus was great by comparison, and I think it's probably the 3rd best Alien movie. But this one is just kind of a mess. Like, I don't understand the canon. I don't understand the motivations behind anybody.
Don't care about anybody.
I don't really care about it. Like
They were like,
Timothy,
let's put all our fan like fiction into it.
Yeah.
One said no. They just like, okay.
well, it's almost like nobody said no to any kind of creative decision. There's like, yeah, let's put it all in. Let's do it. But like Timothy Oliphant,
It's like
he's like the coolest character in here.
Him and the
Yeah.
other
But
cyborg
the
guy
only
are
one
cool.
that can act.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like when the two cyborgs got to, or the two whatever, one cyborg, one we don't know yet, got together and like had that face off. I was like, that's kind of a cool like part. But then it got interrupted by the stupid like synth kid or hybrid kids. I'm just like,
Lost Boys.
shut up.
The Lost Boys.
It's just I
I've
don't
never
know.
seen, because there's stuff, some directors want to base stuff off other stuff. Like the Lion King always says it's based on Hamlet. But during the Lion King, they don't stop and go, man, Hamlet is a good book. Why don't we talk about that? But show does that. It's like Peter Pan, Peter Pan, Peter Pan.
He even had them read Peter. He even read Peter Pan
Yes,
to
he was
them,
reading Peter Pan.
which is like a really disturbing book if you've ever read it. Like it's honestly
it's a
creepy book.
disturbing guy. The guy
It
who wrote
was.
it.
In all honesty, like that whole like the kids and him, like the kids did not have a good life afterwards either. It was pretty bad. But
Yeah. But I've never seen. I mean, Hook had less Peter Pan in it than this movie. Yeah.
Hook has shockingly low Peter Pan.
Yeah. And he is Peter Pan.
Hook had their just the right amount of Peter Pan, right?
Yeah.
Just enough with the jelly that you just
Yeah.
It was like this guy was like, "Hey guys, I get to direct an alien show," and they're like, "Blade Runner," and he's like, "Yes."
Yes, I get it. They're both directed by Ridley Scott, but they are not the same movie.
I was worried about this before it came out because I was like, oh, it's gonna be a lot of human drama. It's not really gonna be about the alien. There's been a good amount of alien,
Yeah,
but there's still a lot of drama. And I was like, I just wanted like space truckers to get attacked by aliens. I don't really want the drama.
if you were doing like an alien show,
Different movies. They are different movies. Same director, different movies.
Sorry.
Michael, you haven't said much about this show. What do you want to say about it?
Yeah.
I was actually disappointed because people like this show. It has good reviews basically everywhere that I've seen. Like
What?
all of
Not here.
IMDb's are mid 7, 7.5, 7.7. That's high for IMDb. Like everywhere I've seen it, like, oh, so I was like, oh, I'm interested in this. It'd be cool to kind of have fleshed out. And it started with the, them in the ship and the weird, the dialogue, I don't think any of this is very good, but I was like, oh, this is cool. Like going back to kind of alien roots, whatever. But then immediately they're like, forget that. We're going to do this whole storyline with children becoming robots and superheroes. And so then it just feels like I'm just watching a teen drama about kids learning how to use their superpowers. And I'm not into it.
And a lot of Ice Age. Like a lot of Ice Age. What was
I didn't see the Ice Age. I missed it.
I already forgot what part that was.
it was on the projection when
Yeah.
they're like flashback scenes and
Well, that's the other thing about the show is I forgot what we were watching and
Yeah.
I had already watched it. Like yesterday, I was like, "What was this? I watched it already." Right, it's out of my head. Like just this whole show just went poof. There are some good performances, like the Timothy guy and the other cyborg guy, and I think the main chick does a good job. But like, there's so many bad performances, like we talked about, and it could be just bad direction of just like what the heck is actually going on in the scene because no one's reacting naturally or how it should organically happen with this character. And yeah, just really dumb dialogue. The production's good. But yeah, it's just like I just didn't care about any of the characters in the slightest. And like there are points, like Thomas said, the one where the cyborg dudes are going in, it's like, oh, I'm interested in watching, and then it's just eyes glazed over. I was like, okay, I'm losing track now. It's just I don't know. This was not what I wanted for sure. I was actually excited about the show. I was like 8 episodes, heck yeah, get it done, get a good story in there and get out. But no, that's not what was for me at all.
you mentioned production and everything looks pretty cool. Even like the other aliens, like besides the xenomorph, look cool. The eyeball one was genuinely like disturbing. But then like you see like the alien in its full form, and you're just like, okay, I mean, I get it. You want to see it, but the best part about Alien is like you don't see it coming, and that's just cool. Like
Yeah.
that's the scary part. And
Yeah,
because
forever.
he's not scary. Like the xenomorph is not scary at
No.
all.
It's
At
like
all.
No,
I feel like
it's
I'm looking
funny.
at a man in a costume more than I ever have.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially that part when, like, on the spaceship in the first part, where he just does that slow
Moonwalk.
backward thing. Well, I was just thinking like Mel Brooks, Spaceballs. Hello, my brother. Hello, my honey. Hello, my rock. That.
Yeah, I mean, how long did we take to like actually see an alien run? This one's like,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
already giddy up and
yeah.
So I don't know. It's a weird mixed bag of like, oh, that's a cool idea. But that's the thing is like, I think what Jared was saying is like, it's like everybody had an idea and nobody said no. It's just like, just throw everything at it. And it's just so jumbled and not put together well.
And somehow Peter Pan got in there.
And somehow
Way too
Peter
much
Pan
in
is
there.
the thesis of this whole show. It's just
I
like,
think it's 1,000% the direction, because like one thing that was bothering me was that hybrids were like kid mind, adult bodies, and sometimes they would act like kids, but most of the time they were just adults.
Mm.
And I was like, kind of need to explain that or like pick one, because like this is dumb.
like,
Yeah.
like weirdly enough, the boys act more like children than the girls do. Because like that one girl's like, I'm gonna be the favorite, and she acts like an actual, like she acts like an adult.
Yeah, she looks
From
like
then
she's-
on.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's like scheming and
about her.
stuff. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
you don't act like an 11-year-old. And if you do, if you are an 11-year-old, you should be watched.
You need to get
Because-
locked up.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, like everybody's said here, it's just so inconsistent. Like nothing is put together well.
So are you guys going to continue it?
I don't
Maybe
think so.
I don't know.
the thing is that I kind of want to finish it just because I've always watched everything Alien, like everything. And this is like a show. And so maybe it'll turn around. I highly doubt it. But part of me is like the completionist of like, and I'm not a completionist like in general. But for this, I've watched every single thing that's been Alien.
It's at least not long either. So
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's true. And there's
So
What
only
do
8
you guys
episodes.
say? Like it picks up? I might, but like right now, I don't really want to.
yeah, like I
That's
said, I
just-
forgot I watched it.
That third episode dragged, man. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
a lot of it drags. A lot of it's people just walking around.
Yeah.
And, like stupid conversations that we really don't need.
Well, like
Um,
the first episode, I think was probably the best, just in terms of pacing. But the next two, I'm just like, are we still on this episode? Because good grief, I feel like it's
Yeah.
been 4 hours.
I hope there's an episode without like cringe that makes you go like, because there's some
There's a
cringy
lot
parts in
of
the
it.
show.
Yeah, a lot of it.
cringe. I just the only thing I would want to watch it for is to see like if the Predator shows up like Jared said,
Just
or if it goes like full Blade Runner and Harrison Ford shows up, old man Harrison Ford.
just for all the Easter eggs.
just how much crazy this gets. Because
Like-
like
It throws the alien off of a spaceship. Get off my plane.
Wayland's in the new Predator movie, right? Because the Fanning girl's a synth,
Oh yeah.
and she does
I
this.
completely forgot that was a thing.
Yes,
That movie looks terrible.
With that
Predator
scrawny
Badland?
predator, yeah.
yeah, he's the runt. But at one point, she like her eyeballs turn, and it shows the Wayland logo. So they're just mashing it up, man. They're mashing it up.
So you know there's gonna be like gallons of milk like coming at
So much milk.
So much milk.
Something that I didn't like that they changed up was that there are 4 major corporations. I'm just like, I don't like that. I like that Wayland Yutani was like the ultimate corporation that took over. It's kind
Well,
of
maybe
like,
it will in these 2 years.
This is the prequel. Remember, Thomas?
I didn't get prequel
I
vibes
didn't
at all
either.
from this.
I know.
Like, I thought this was like after Aliens.
Yeah, I was like, what? I didn't even think about the timeline because I was like, I feel so disconnected from the alien thing at all.
It's so stupid to make it a prequel because then why doesn't everyone know what the heck they
Yeah.
are when they get to the planet or when it's on the ship? It's like
Very
it's just so
silly.
stupid. Yeah. Okay. Alien Earth. Watch it if you dare, or if you just really want to believe a boy can fly. Maybe the boy Cavalier will just fly at the end of the movie.
Well, I say,
or
what if
show.
that? What if that's the end? What if that's how he dies? Is he
Yeah.
gets flung off of like the building, and then it's the Peter Pan. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly.
That's just how it is.
10-1. That's how he dies.
That's
So-
gotta be how he dies, right?
So
That
watch
was-
this if you're a big Peter Pan fan. That's what
Yeah, if you
we're
love Peter
saying.
Pan, you'll love this.
You'll love it.
But tell us what you thought. Maybe you're one of those ones on Rotten Tomatoes that said like one of the reviews was like earth changing or something like that. I'm like, what the heck? What? Canon changing, maybe.
Canon
one of-
changing is every other movie.
Yeah. One of the creators was like, well, fans don't really care about canon. And it's like, do you know nerds? Have you ever met a nerd? It's kind of like all they care about. But yeah, tell us what you thought. Like, subscribe, and notify yourself for even more good stuff. And we'll see you next time. Bye.